Good, sure, go right ahead. Good afternoon, everyone. I know y'all probably sleepy now after eating lunch, so I do understand. My ass was getting a little heavy because the tacos and the beans was kicking in. My name is Will Smith. I serve as the director of the Trio Educational Opportunity Center in St. Louis, where we house three Trio programs, which is Trio Upper Brown, Trio Educational Talent Search, and then Trio Educational Opportunity Center. I've been in that position for 10 months. Yeah, so I'm new to the leadership role, but I used to be an academic advisor. I was an academic advisor at Lindenwood University and then also an academic advisor at St. Louis Community College. If y'all see me moving this, please, this is me trying to record. I am my own, AV team and all of that. So I'm glad to be here with you all today. So I'll be talking about the dangers of living without direction. And really what I want to talk about is how um, the challenges that students face persisting in college without a clear sense of purpose, right? Because we all want to know what we're here for. We all have that existential question, like, why am I alive? Why am I here? So I'm going to do my very best to talk about how it's somewhat difficult, but it's not impossible as they try to matriculate through university, right? All right, so what I want to talk to you about today, understand how the lack of direction affects college persistence, recognize the challenges and distractions of low self-awareness and inconsistent goals, explore strategies to help students find clarity and purpose, okay, and walk away with practical tools to use advising sessions. Let me open this door. Hello? Okay. Oh, that's the ghost. Okay. Welcome in. All right. This is my little bouncy ball. So I do this presentation. I tailored it. I did this for some nonprofits, but I do this. Now, if the ball hits you, it's not my fault. um, so this ball is just a symbol. So I'm just going to bounce it. So wherever it just runs out of room, a space, whatever, just let it go, right? There we are. It's just going to bounce. So this is what happens with college students. I call this the bouncing ball syndrome. You see the bouncing ball. I used to buy the bouncing ball when I was a kid. I love that bouncing ball, the super bouncing balls that for like a 25 cent. Am I aging myself? Like anybody? Okay, yeah, 25 cent, go to the bubble gum machine and you just, man, that thing just bounce all over the place and you trying to catch the ball. You're like, oh. And then sometimes it just roll up under the couch somewhere at home, and then you got to dig up under that nasty couch at home and try to figure out where that ball is. Everybody's couch was clean. I'm okay. So this is what happens to students. They bounce between jobs. We bounce, and so do we. We bounce between job, relationships. Students jump and bounce between majors. I know for me, I think I changed my major in undergrad 7 times. Anybody else change their major that many times? Okay, I was like biology, pre-med, psychology, financial management, organizational leadership, because I know when I was in school, organizational leadership got you out the soonest. So I started going for that. And then I wanted to, be a lawyer. Then I was like, well, maybe I'll do poli-sci. Then I'll do psychology. And I went back to psychology. And then they put me out of school because I played around my first time around the school. So they said, hey, Mr. Smith, we're going to invite you to leave. And so I left. But I came back determined. So I earned my Bachelor of Science degree in psychology in 2015, and then my master's in pastoral care and counseling in 2019 from not Circleville University, but Ohio Christian University. And my BS in psychology at the University of Phoenix. So this is what happens. So they bounce from job to job, major to major. And the reason they do this is because there's so many different majors offered at school. Because I was like, man, I want to do this. Oh, no, I want to do that. I was like, oh, I guess. Okay. Then they spend all this time because they don't have really a sense. They just know, well, my mom, dad told me to go to college. I've been told to go here. So this is why I'm going here. And I don't know what I'm doing. So maybe I'll just become, a liberal arts major. And what it is, I tell my students often, choose a major that aligns with your passion. Often we want things that's going to make us the most amount of money, right? Yeah, because paying back those student loans and things. I was not fortunate to get scholarships because When I graduated high school, my GPA was in the toilet, and I graduated probably at the bottom of my class with like a 1 point something GPA. And at that time, there wasn't no scholarships available for me. So um, students do this, and they inadvertently just jump in between majors, not knowing that that causes them to stay longer and spend more money. So as advisors, we always do our very best to try to keep them on track. Like, hey, I noticed that you changed this major over here. Is there a reason why? Well, I just wanted to try this out. And well, I just want to do this. And then my friend, then my boyfriend he's a poli-sci major. So I think I'm in love now. So I want to go over here and be in love with my boyfriend. Like, so we do all of the things, but they lack that direction. So we got to try our best to keep them on track and keep them on focus as much as we possibly can. And I know as advisors, it gets annoying when your student is coming in, hey, can I talk to you? And you're like, I really don't want to talk to you right now because I know where this conversation is going to go. Anybody had that thought? They send an email or a chat, and I want to talk to you for 5 minutes, and 5 minutes turn into 5 hours, and you have other students that you need to talk to. Yeah, we've all been there. So we're going to discuss, what bouncing ball patterns do you see in your students? Can anybody throw out a pattern that they see in your students, like when they're just bouncing around? What kind of patterns do you see? Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely. Anybody else? I'm a preacher by trade after hours, right? So I like a good amen crowd. So if you want to talk back to me, please feel free to talk back to me. Because the more y'all talk back, the quicker I get done, and we can be on our way. Right? So that ball that I just bounced, how did I get there? We get there because this quote right here: every great waste of time begins with a small distraction. Students often lose focus unintentionally most of the time, and